Yo, what is happening, guys, and welcome back to the Let's Talk Fighting Challenge. You can tell by title and the thumbnail. Today, we will be sitting down and we will be reacting to the Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou face-off. I'm excited for this. I mentioned that I was going to do a video on them. I'm going to be real. I sat down, I recorded a video of Anthony Joshua versus Francis Ngannou, my whole breakdown of it. It was a decent enough video, but I just didn't feel like I broke the fight down as well as I possibly could. So although I think it was a decent enough video, I would rather keep it offline, watch over it, see what I done well, and closer to the fight, record a video of how I think the fight's going to go with the same type of breakdown and give you my full opinions, because like I said, I'd rather wait and in the long run give you better content than upload everything I record now and give you lower quality content. It's quality over quantity. I'd rather, like I said, upload it in about a month from now when the fight's here and give a good breakdown and have you all enjoy, then upload it right now and have you sitting there thinking it was just an alright video. You know what I mean? So I want to step up. So that's the reason why you haven't seen it. I want to make sure that I'm always bringing the best content to you and that you are always enjoying, and that you are always giving your honest opinions down below. But yes, we're going to check out the face-off. We're going to get into it right now, and we're going to see the trash talk and all the talking shit. All right, let's see this trash talk.
I don't believe that.
Assuming we get some.
Take what Tyson.
You don't think AJ's resilient? You don't think AJ has a chin?
Who has knocked me out like that, like well, like this?
No, that is not what they mean. It's like we both are going to look for a knockout.
People underestimate me.
I asked for this fight. I watched him fight, and then I made a tweet.
Why?
Right away. Well, because there was an opportunity. I know that he was going to fight Deontay Wilder, and I saw an opportunity there. I made a tweet saying for this fight. I was calling for that fight.
I'll do whatever it takes. I will be victorious. I have my own legacy, my own chapter, my own destiny that's destined by God.
With his performance against Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou sent a big message to the world of boxing. There's a new force in the heavyweight division. An old force, Anthony Joshua, had a year to remind everyone he still sits firmly at the top table. On March 8th, live on DAZN, old force meets new force as former unified heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua, takes on former UFC heavyweight champion, Francis Ngannou. Before they meet in the ring, they meet here, face to face.
Okay.
This is AJ Ngannou, this is Face Off.
There's probably not going to be much shit talk, bro, because they both have like they're both nice guys, I guess.
How are we, good?
We're good.
Yeah. This was
But you better hope
unexpected.
it's good, because if that shit kicks
No
off,
one
you ain't
thought this
stopping
was
anything.
supposed to be the fight. This was supposed to be Deontay Wilder
Yeah.
Yep.
sitting here.
Yeah, that was my route.
I saw that.
Yeah, to stick in boxing. They spoke about this fight before, and I said, no, it's a gimmick fight. It's not something that I think is right. Crossing over when I'm still chasing heavyweight glory, you know? And then I think when they saw what happened with his last fight, the situation with Wilder, this opportunity presented itself. But I never turned down a challenge, and I'm looking forward to it.
You called it a gimmick fight then. Is it still that? I mean, this is now you taking on
this
Francis
ain't a
Ngannou
gimmick
as
fight
opposed to
for AJ
Tyson
anymore.
Fury when he did. Is it still a gimmick fight?
No, it's the biggest challenge of my life.
Yep.
It's the gimmick fight. Fight is a gimmick. Overall, I think it's very funny because I think of gimmick fight like, I mean, we are crossing.
Yeah.
This is a crossover, you know.
But you're a boxer now.
Yeah, it's my second fight, my second pro fight.
Yeah.
And then I'm taking on the. So my two first boxing match, I'm taking the top one, the top two of the top three heavyweight boxer in the generation. So
He is a good point. You know, this is why when AJ said that this is actually going to be my toughest fight, I wouldn't be shocked if that's true, because AJ has fought, obviously, people like Klitschko and all. And don't get me wrong, fair play to AJ for beating Klitschko, but Klitschko was rightly on in his age, you know what I mean? Not taking anything away from AJ, but he beat the likes of Klitschko when Klitschko wasn't in his prime anymore. He lost to Usyk twice, you know what I mean? And obviously Usyk and Fury's supposed to fight, but Ngannou just walked in, picked the fight with Fury, and a lot of people obviously I know some people who say Ngannou won that fight. I know some people who say Fury won that fight. Everybody agrees though Fury didn't fight that well. Did Ngannou only have success because Fury fought bad, or would he have success either way? And that's the interesting thing. This is only his second boxing fight, and he's faced Tyson Fury. Now he's facing Anthony Joshua. It's going to be a tough test for both of them. especially AJ, in my opinion, mentally.
Quite
Because if
interesting.
AJ
You're going
loses
in at
this
the deep
fight,
end.
Huh?
You're going in at the deep end.
Yes, yes. But it's good. As you said, it's a good challenge. It's very interesting. I always loved boxing growing up. Didn't have those opportunity since I grew up in Africa. And even when I came in Europe, like 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago, I always want to stick in boxing, but, you know, didn't have any opportunity around. So the opportunity
because no one wanted to
MMA
fight you.
came around, and for me, he was an opportunity to like potentially like make my way up, and then maybe at some point crossover. And I always have that behind of my mind, and you know, he come to a consecration today.
Yeah, now you've
He's
crossed
so
over.
calm,
Crossover, I'm a boxer.
yet terrifying.
You certainly are.
He's so
After a really
calm
good performance
and
against Tyson
terrifying at
Fury.
the same
What
time.
did you make of that performance? Surprised?
No, not at all. I researched Ngannou and I've watched Tyson Fury box a number of times. People claim he's the greatest of many, many generations, but I think if I box Tyson Fury, a lot of similarities will happen in the fight. So I'm not surprised at
Okay.
all. In terms of his style, who Fury is, it's just a boxing match. Well done to both of them. They put on an entertaining fight, but that's in the past. That's how boxing
Okay,
is,
yeah.
and we move forward now.
So where is
Okay, I was about to say I like fair play to AJ for, like I said, giving the credit to both of them, but I don't want to see nice AJ. You know what I mean? When we get nice AJ against Usyk and all this, you get beat. I want to see the AJ that we've had the past couple times. I'm shit with remembering people's names, but I'll put them like both on the screen right now somewhere. When we get mean AJ, who's just like, I'm not here to be a nice guy. I'm here to win the fight, and that is it. I'm here to get in, and if I have a chance to knock you out, I'm knocking you out. That's the AJ we need, because if this is going to be the toughest fight of his life, screw the bull crap of being the nice guy. Fuck being the nice guy. Being the nice guy ain't going to get you the knockout. It's going to get you knocked out. So I want to see AJ get a little bit
he as a
more.
boxer? I mean, again, we saw that
You know,
first fight against
I'm
Tyson
coming for
Fury.
it.
It was his first fight. Anything could happen. No one knew what was going to happen.
He's
He's
good.
ranked with the WBC now.
He's always wanted
Where
to
is
be a
he?
boxer. He's good. UFC champion. You know what it is?
But not a boxer.
But there's a lot of stand-up game. And in his industry, people have takedown, submission, stand-up, better at kicking. So when he fights, he's fighting people that have aspects that are good in every category. So he might fight someone who's better than him in stand-up. So I've watched people that he boxes that are good at stand-up and how he's dealt with people at their stand-up game. He knows how to box.
Yep.
He's not, in terms of training, you probably do more rounds in boxing than, fair enough, than in the fight, but he knows how to box, he knows his way around. The only difference is one's a cage and one's a ring.
I feel like you're getting a lot of credit now from people saying you know how to box. I don't think you would have got that credit before the Fury fight.
Yeah, but also you also have to understand that people will not believe in what they haven't seen. Like you just come around with this guy that has a 0-0-0 on his boxing record, and you're telling people that he can box, and nobody have ever seen him in the amateur boxing match or in the Olympic or any type of boxing competition. So it's hard for people to believe.
He's right,
you know,
bro.
He's
too
that
humble
he
and
can
nice,
fight.
bro.
People go
To be
more
such a
about
killer.
statistics, which get them wrong most of the time. I always say, like, if I walk in the bar, I get in the bar, I see a guy who never been in the gym in his entire life. He's coming after me violently. I step back because it's a fight. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Anything can happen.
Somebody will go there and then just his determination throw some punch, and if he catch you, he catches you. You go down. It doesn't matter if you're a boxer or not. So you better
100%.
be careful, right? And then we get to the moment that I was in the position that I was already on top of my game. You know, MMA. I was a champion. I have I have deal with high level competition, and then all those experience. And then people were still like, "No, he can't do," you know. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Unless we get there that day and find out, I'm not going to explain. You don't explain those stuff. You do, and then people see, and then you just make sure you do good, not get embarrassed, don't disappoint people, or don't make them right.
when Francis was talking there about a fight, it's a fight. It doesn't matter if you're a boxer or not. If he catches you, you will go down. It cut to Anthony Joshua, and I think Anthony Joshua's doing good at playing it good. And I do believe Anthony Joshua has full confidence he's going to win this fight. I do. But I think Anthony Joshua got hit with the realization in his head there as well that one punch can change everything. Regardless, you could be the greatest MMA fighter, you could be the greatest boxer of all time, you could be the greatest mixed martial artist of all time, but when someone connects to the right place, the light switch goes off and that's it. Like I said, you could have a tough chin, but if someone just connects there and hits the light switch, it don't matter. So I think AJ's starting to realize, okay, I have more boxing experience than you. I have that boxing recognition over you. And then he said one punch can change all. I already know Anthony Joshua knew that, but I think Anthony Joshua's like, okay, he is a heavy hitter. If he does connect to me clean, it's going to be trouble. So I think Anthony Joshua's starting to realize, okay, right, we're going to have to fight him differently than how we fight everybody else.
Prove them wrong.
And you proved
Do not
a
go
lot of
toe to
people
toe with
wrong.
Francis.
I want to go back a couple of weeks to when this fight would have been made. Again, this was supposed to be Deontay Wilder. There are other names mentioned, if not Wilder. Philip
I'm happy
Hergovich
Wilder lost
for
this
that
one.
number
This is
one
more exciting.
IBF spot. There would have been other names as well. Zhili Zhang potentially. Maybe even a rematch against Joseph Parker, the man who beat Deontay Wilder. Why Ngannou?
I wanted to fight for the championship. I wanted to lead my career towards the championship. So, but this is still leading me towards the championship, though. It's still he's a boxer, so I have to win.
Honestly,
And,
do you know what? I'm sorry for pausing so much, but I think this actually gives AJ more credit to make the Tyson Fury fight, because Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder fought 3 times, and the first time it was obviously competitive, but most people would believe Tyson Fury won that fight. The second fight, Tyson Fury won. The third fight, Tyson Fury won. So Tyson Fury proved he was better than Deontay Wilder. In the fight against Francis Ngannou, people are turning around and saying, oh yeah, but Tyson Fury didn't fight well, that's why it was a close fight. But he's only had one fight, and Francis Ngannou knocked him down. So see, at this point, beating Francis Ngannou, in my opinion, although he's not an actual boxer, gets you a step closer to that Tyson Fury fight, which we all want to see. You lost to Usyk twice, which means the fight's probably not going to happen, because if Tyson Fury beats Usyk, he's not going to want to fight you, because Usyk beat you twice, he's beat Usyk, he's not going to want it. But if it's a competitive fight with Usyk and you beat Francis Ngannou convincingly, I think that gets you closer to the Tyson Fury fight, which we technically do all want, and closer to greatness than a Deontay Wilder one.
I win.
That's probably
I'll
very
move on
controversial take,
but
I'm saying it.
That's boxing, snakes and ladders. You win, you go up, you lose, you slide down. So I have to win in order to continue on where I projected in my mind to get to.
It's funny you say that. You win, you go up, you lose, you go down. Ngannou on the books lost against Tyson Fury. Arguably, he's gone back up.
Yeah.
So it works in different ways, right?
But what would have happened if he won?
He would
A
have
rematch potentially against
skyrocketed.
Tyson Fury, maybe this.
Fight Alexander Usyk?
Potentially.
But
could have happened.
undisputed, so you're always going to go up if you win.
Always, indeed.
But there's always big opportunities. This is another great opportunity for both of us.
Did you ever consider not taking this fight when this fight was
Excited for
offered
this,
to you?
bro.
You? Was it a straight yes?
I called up.
You asked for the fight.
I asked for this fight. I watched him fight, and then I made a tweet
Why?
right away. Well, because there was an opportunity. I know that he was going to fight Deontay Wilder, and I saw an opportunity there. I made a tweet.
Ngannou
I was
put
calling
his
for
sense
that
in.
fight.
His
I
2
was
cents
ready.
in.
I'm like, this seems like an opportunity that I can slide in. Again, this is my second boxing match, and I'm fighting one of the best, one of the top 3. After fighting another top 3, so in 2 fight in boxing, I'm going to fight potentially the best in the world. And then something that I disagree with him, boxing environment that has said things like that, make people think like that. I think like when you have a good fight and then you had you fight well, that doesn't necessarily, even if you lose, that doesn't necessarily take you down as you think. Like I'm coming out of a loss.
Yeah.
Supposedly, we can argue, debate about that, but I'm coming out of a loss, but I still have an opportunity, right? Because I'm not viewing myself as I depend on the win. I see myself as I depend on the fight. What's going to happen? Yes, of course, I want to win, but I can win without really fighting.
I do think AJ meant it in a different sense, though, because if AJ loses to another boxer, they're saying, oh, but you're a boxer and you're losing a boxing match, so you lost. If you win, then you won. If Francis Ngannou loses like he did against Fury, people are going to be like, oh, you lost against Fury for a start, or you're not a boxer originally, so it's fine, you did well. But say AJ fought the same way against Fury that Francis Ngannou did, people wouldn't be going, oh, but AJ fought well, so even though he lost, he got better. People would probably be turning around going, oh, no, but AJ lost, fuck him, he sucks, get him out of here. Because I feel like it's those different standards. Because when it's boxer versus boxer, the loser loses what they train for, where Francis Ngannou has only stepped into boxing. So when he lost to Fury and fought that well, we give him the credit, and he moves up because he shouldn't have been competitive. Where AJ, if AJ gets in, if AJ and Tyson Fury are fighting, they've both been boxing for a very long time. It should be somewhat competitive. So I feel like it does depend on circumstances.
It's not the kind
is what
of
AJ
win
means,
that
I guess.
I'm looking for.
You want
I really
exciting
want
fights.
Yes, I really want to fight. And when you fight, even when you lose, people want to see you back. And that's how the sport is.
If you
because,
perform well and lose,
when two people go to fight,
yeah.
obviously one person gonna come out as a winner, and one person will win and one will lose. But they need a loser to make a winner, so you can. It takes two to tango,
Yeah,
right?
when the best fight the best, there is
Yeah.
no defeat. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So in my point of view, it's just having a good fight. Fight good. You know, I worry about how I'm gonna fight and all those stuff. And unlike him, I'm not here like focusing on like the championship, the title. I want some good fights.
That's because the pressure's
test
on
myself
AJ
with the
though
challenge
to win.
and see what I can potentially do. I'm not. I'm aware of the situation. I'm not that young anymore. I still have a couple of years. I didn't have those opportunities earlier in my career, so now I'm trying to do what I can possibly do with the amount of time that I have. You know, have the best fight, enjoy all those stuff.
Bro,
That's
he's
what
so
matters
nice.
to me.
How can you
In that
hate this
fight
man?
against Tyson Fury, obviously you put Tyson Fury down, the world went crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I saw an interview you did recently where you said if you were to put AJ down with the same shot, you don't think AJ gets up.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have
okay.
a doubt about that.
I didn't know that.
Tyson showed that he's very resilient. I saw him come back from
Deontay Wilder.
a knockdown that you wouldn't believe.
Oh,
that
Deontay
somebody
Wilder?
would come
He
down.
set up like fucking
So,
Undertaker?
I think he's probably one of the most resistant person out there, and that's not a disrespect to AJ. I don't believe that AJ would take what Tyson.
You don't think
did.
AJ is resilient? You don't think AJ has a chin?
As much as Tyson.
Who hasn't knocked Tyson down? So many people have knocked Tyson down.
Even going to the fight, I knew.
He has a point.
I knew that.
But he's
even
gotten
if
up every
I
time.
knock him down, I would not get excited. That would not mean anything because he always come back. So
I agree with AJ. Tyson has been knocked down a lot. But at the same time, if the way you view it, the times AJ has been knocked down, he's lost. If I'm correct, I don't know if AJ's ever been knocked down and won, where every single time Tyson Fury's been knocked down, he went on to win. And when you're fighting well and it's an even fight, it's easy to keep positive. But whenever you get knocked down, it's hard to get back up and then go on to win because neither are way ahead of you. So I see AJ's point, but also to give credit to Fury. Every time Fury's been knocked down, he's got up and won, and that makes the fight more difficult because you've been knocked down and he's still done it. So I see
have
AJ's
to
point,
prepare
but,
for a
to give credit to Fury.
very endurance person. Psychologically, that's how I was.
The title of this fight is Knockout Chaos. You guys have seen it, right? It looks like old Street Fighter in terms of how they build it. Do you both expect to get a knockout here? Is that what both of you are built for, knockouts? You
knockout's
did it
coming.
in the UFC for so many years. You've been doing it in boxing for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
You knock people out, that's what you both do. Is that what we're expecting here?
That's what they want. We'll see.
What do you want?
We'll see.
I'm looking for. I mean,
You know what it is?
I
People
think-
underestimate me a lot. People underestimate me, you know. But I'm not saying you, but people, innit?
It's not underestimating you. It's
Your
like
opinion.
knockout chaos. So.
But who has knocked me out like that? Like when I'm like this?
No, that is not what they mean. It's like we both are going to look for a knockout.
That's I don't think.
Which I don't think is a problem, because I will try to knock out. If I have an opportunity, I will knock 100%. Out. And I think he will do the same thing. Yeah. So we'll make the knockout chaos.
AJ, you're the former
it's too nice,
champ of the world, right? You are the boxing guy, if you like, in this dynamic. Yep. People are going to be expecting you to get the job done here.
Yep. There's a lot of pressure on AJ here.
Right? Because of, again, your 2023 was fantastic. Is it a knockout or bust for you?
The knockout, it just comes naturally.
Do you expect to knock out Ngannou?
I don't know.
I don't like the way he took so long.
It's going to be a good fight. It's not even the strength that I carry, it's the brain. I'll process what I need to process, I'll do what I need to do. And yeah, I just do my best in it. We'll see what happens, no? You never know.
What's happened. I mean, as you said, knockout come naturally.
But
the only
I'm ready to go. If it has to, you know what's better for me? I'm ready for 10 rounds. 10 rounds or 12 rounds?
10.
10 rounds, yeah.
Why is it 10? Why is it 10 and not 12?
Oh, no, they tell me 12. I say, no, cut it out. No.
I mean, in a championship fight.
Again, I'm not taking my Tyson fight as a reference, like, oh, I'm a pro boxer now. I'm building up, right? I just came into it. I will know after 10 rounds, then 12 rounds, I say 10.
I like that.
Do you expect this to be harder than Fury fight? Do you expect this one to be harder? Because he's a different style, right? I mean, physically the same as you.
Style make fight, you know.
It's kind of like the same style. Where
if you ask me this question,
it's more of like Anthony Joshua's not a boxer like Tyson Fury. He's more of a bodybuilder who got in the boxing. Tyson Fury is more of a boxer. You know what I mean? Tyson Fury is a boxer. Anthony Joshua can box, but to be nowhere near as good as Tyson Fury, he just carries that power. So that's why this fight's interesting. Because Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou, I mean, Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou are probably going to go toe-to-toe at some point in this fight, and I think this fight ends in the minimum of a TKO. This does not go 10 rounds, in my opinion. If it does, I will be very fucking shocked.
Before, I would definitely say Fury fight would have been harder, because Fury is somebody that is hard to figure. He has like an unorthodox side. Yep. You don't know what to expect from Fury. It's very weird. AJ is very orthodox, but I get in the fight, and then I was there. Then I was able to find something that worked for me, and then what was putting him uncomfortable. So I find my spot in that fight. In the AJ fight, I still have to do that. If the fight will be good for me from the moment that I figure out what's fit for me. But definitely what worked for Fury is definitely not the same thing that's going to work for AJ. So I still have to find that out. Now that I have those information, I have collected those data from Fury, it's a different, I think about it differently. Yep. So now the AJ style is the more complicated one for me, because I haven't figured it out in the fight.
I asked AJ,
there's a lot of
knock you out. I'm going to ask you the same question. Do you expect to knock out AJ?
Absolutely. But again, as he said, I will not go for like, oh, let's go knock him out, because knockout is natural. The only time in my career that I went for knockout, he didn't work well for me. He went really bad.
Stipe Miocic.
I walked to that fight like, okay, let's go knock this guy out. He ended up in a very bad way for me, right? Yep. And then after that, I'm like, okay, I'm just going back to who I am.
If you go looking for something,
then it happened.
You probably
and then
ain't gonna find
I was knocking people out in 20 seconds, 5 seconds, without looking for knockout. Yep. So I don't look for knockout. I look for fight. And then if I collect the information at some point and have an opportunity, I take that opportunity, and then we'll probably end up in a knockout.
Final one makes this fight. I want to kind of step back and let you guys tell each other. I'm going to start with you as the challenger here to the former.
Final prediction, final match. Just come on.
Tell AJ how this fight plays.
Yes, let's go.
For me? Well, when I look at this fight, you know, I'm not a fool. I know that AJ is great at his game. I respect that. If I wasn't in the fight, I would have been betting on AJ. But as I'm in the fight, I'm betting on me, and I would take everything that I have in my stomach to come after AJ and do everything that's possible to take him down. And if needed to knock him out, that's how I'm going to come after him. You know, like
Bro, if I was AJ, I'd put it
just
out
as
of
a
the fight right
small
now.
man, but still
I'd be like, fuck
wanna,
this.
knock him out.
Go
like,
fight Fury again.
I'm gonna do that. You know, for my own legacy, for my own record, for this. So that's how I view the fight.
AJ, you've heard this before from so many guys sitting in the opposite table. Tell Ngannou how this fight plays
Please,
out.
AJ.
Good fight. Stars make fights. He's a good switcher. I do the basics very well.
Very well.
I can counter punch. I can move forward. I can move back. I'll do whatever it takes. I will be victorious. I have my own legacy, my own chapter, my own destiny that's destined by God. Everything is designed for me to come and be victorious and move forward in my life and move forward in my career. I'm looking forward to the challenge because it gives me opportunity to learn so much about myself. As much as it is about Ngannou, is as much as it's about me. The challenge that I have in front of me only makes me learn about myself. He's not the challenge, I'm the challenge. How far can I go? And I'll do whatever it takes to get past whatever's in front of me. May the best man win.
Well done, guys.
May the
Well
best
done.
win.
Should be a great fight. March 8th, live on
March
DAZN.
8th.
As I said,
It's only around the corner.
Force versus New Force.
Only around the corner.
One of the forces will go on, and as AJ say, one of the forces will go sliding down.
Okay, that was a good face-off. I liked it. I liked how they were both calm and presented themselves. The only thing little thing I do have an issue with is, like I said at the end, the way AJ was like, you know, I'm excited for the challenge, I'm doing this, blah, blah, blah. That's just AJ. AJ's obviously like, I'm excited for the challenge, blah, blah, blah. Give him credit. And I respect that. But AJ fights best when he's there to sort business and business only. The difference is, I know I turned around and said that being the good guy doesn't win you fights, and Francis Ngannou's being the good guy, but the difference is with Francis Ngannou is no disrespect to AJ. I like AJ, but I don't think AJ has the switch like Francis Ngannou has. He doesn't have that natural killer instinct like the likes of Deontay Wilder had or the likes of Fury had. That's what my issue with him is. I like AJ. I like watching him box. I think he's decent. But Francis Ngannou is all nice, but as soon as that bell rings, he's the nastiest motherfucker you'll ever meet, because before the bell, he's like, good luck, you know, it's going to be a good fight, etc., etc., and he's the nice guy. Once the bell rings, that ain't Francis Ngannou anymore. That's not the nice guy who's wishing you luck, who's saying, we're going to put on a good show, I respect you. No, once he gets in there, fuck all that. He does respect you, but fuck all the niceness until that bell rings, until you're either unconscious on the floor, being carried out on a stretcher or whatever. Francis Ngannou doesn't give a shit about you because he flips that switch, and I just don't think AJ has that switch, and that's my issue with this. I think for AJ to be victorious and win this fight, he has to do what he's done the past couple fights, which is just view it as, I'm not here to just win a boxing match. I'm here to get you out of that ring and sort business. Don't go looking for the knockout, because when you go looking for the knockout, that's when it doesn't come. That's whenever you trip yourself up. Box and let the knockout come to you, but get in there with the mentality of, even if the knockout doesn't come, I'm going to outbox you for 10 rounds and I'm going to put a beating on you. I know it's Francis Ngannou, but you have to have the confidence of the world, because the pressure of the world is on AJ's shoulders. If AJ loses, then I don't know. But if he beats Francis Ngannou, I don't think it gains him loads and loads and loads and loads of credit, but I think it gains him more credit than beating Deontay Wilder, in my personal opinion. So I think AJ has a good bit to gain and a fuck ton to lose. So I would like to see AJ switch the mentality. At least when it comes to fight week, I want to see AJ just turn around and go, talk is done. I'm not here to talk anymore. We're going to get in the ring. I'm going to handle my business, and I'll shake your hand once I knock you out. That's the AJ I want to see. I already know Francis Ngannou can be nice all he wants because he'll flip that switch. To me, AJ doesn't have that switch that he can just flip. Suffolk needs to flip the switch for AJ. He can't just flip it like that. That's the problem. And I want to see AJ and Francis Ngannou really put on their best show here and give us a hell of a fucking fight. I do believe that's how it's going to go, but I just want to see AJ a little bit more aggressive with it and a little bit more, you're coming in and you're potentially going to take food off my plate. Ain't fucking happening. That's the AJ I want. But hey, that was a good face off. I enjoyed that. Touched on a lot of things. I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about down below. This is a bit of a longer video, but I hope y'all enjoyed it nonetheless. Let me know your opinions down below. Who do you want to win? Who do you think's going to win? What do you think Francis Ngannou benefits or loses if he wins or loses? The same for AJ. What do you think about what I'm saying? Do you think AJ needs to be in a bit more of an aggressive, I'm coming to handle business, I'm going to take you out in this fight? Or do you think AJ is going to be fine with the respectful type of AJ that he's had in other fights? Let me know what AJ you want to see in fight now, what you think is going to happen in fight now, what you think is going to happen. Let me know, because it is literally just around the corner. We will do a prediction video probably a few days prior to the fight. And yeah, that is it for now. Like I said, let me know your opinions. But for now, hope you all are thinking positive. Hope you all have an amazing day. Hope you all enjoy the video. And I hope you all are staying safe. And I'll see you in the next one. So, peace.